Okay, this is the cave right after you beat Team Plasma, and there's the item ball, and in it you get TM46 for Thief, so it's a useful dark type move, so make sure you grab that before you leave. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm Mr. Saturday, welcome to episode 7 of the Pokemon White Let's Play, blah 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 blah. Here I'm just wandering around the cave. I only think you can find two things in here. You can find the Woobat thing, that's that guy right there. It's Psychic and Flying type, and it's alright for early in the game, but it's not that good if you're planning on keeping it with you. But it does come with Assurance, Confusion, and Gust. So you have three types right there. You have Dark, Psychic, and Flying moves. So it's good type coverage early in the game. So if you're feeling it, then go ahead and pick one up. But I caught up a dub, so I already have a Flying type, so I don't really need that. But it's not a bad choice for early in the game since there are so few options. And the other thing you get in the cave, and it's a little bit more rare than the Woobat, it's I think it's pronounced Roggenrola. I hope I didn't destroy the pronunciation of that. But it's a rock type, and it's very similar to Geodude or Aron or whatever from the early generations of Pokemon. It's a little bit different. It's only a rock type. That's the only type it has. Geodude is rock and ground, but it's the generic high attack, high defense, low speed Pokemon that you always see in the first cave in the game. And I would suggest catching one just because it resists so many of the the early attacks in the game, because there's lots of bug types and normal types and flying types, and the rock type Pokemon will take care of any of those very easily. So I'm gonna show you a clip of me catching one in just a minute. And these things are actually very easy to catch because of their ability. Now every one of these comes with Sturdy, and the ability got changed in this game. Now it's basically a focus sash. If a move would normally kill in one hit, you survive with 1 HP. So as you can see, I just hit with my strongest move, Water Gun. Normally that would have one hit KO'd it, but it survives with 1 health, so I can just toss a Pokeball, and there's an easy capture. So you should not have any problems getting one. The only problem is finding one. It's like 10 or 15% chance, but it shouldn't take that long. And once you have one, you're good to go. So, like I said, good idea to keep one with you in the party. It'll be useful for a good while, I think. And you can give it strength and rock smash and all that, so it can learn some 8 gems. So it's useful in the game. And it evolves by trading for the final evolution. Like I said, just like Geodude. The only difference is that it's the mono rock typing, so it's actually a little bit better because you won't be one hit KO'd by as many grass and water moves. So, moving on, there's Bianca and the little girl. They give you some heal balls, so sell them or keep them, whatever. It's the same thing as a Pokeball, but if you capture it and the Pokemon goes into your party, it'll be at full health. So if you're still filling up your first 6 slots, then use a heal ball. And that way you won't have to heal it up in a Pokemon Center before you can use it again. So I healed my Pokemon in the daycare. I did a little skip there. And then you can go down this route right here. And there's the first trainer you see on this route. And he has the Electric Zebra guy. Blitzel. That's what it's called. It's called Blitzel. And you just have to watch out for it because it has a high speed. And it also has Shockwave. So just make sure that you don't make the same mistake I did and leave your rock guy in there. Because the one downside to not being both rock and ground typing is that electric moves will still deal damage to you. So just watch out for that. So as you can see, I don't switch out, or actually I do switch out. I don't know what I'm talking about. I do switch out. So yeah, now's the time to level up any Pokemon that you have that are of a low level, and you want to get them up to par with everything else in your party, because I think there are like 6 or 7 trainers between here and the gym, and good experience points. The trainer battles give you more than wild Pokemon battles, so there you go. Most of the trainers only have one Pokemon, so whatever. Make sure you kill them all. Make sure you get all the money and such. And right here is an antidote. It's useful because, you know, no one wants to be poisoned. Status conditions are, you know, one of the top 3 most annoying things in the game, right behind getting critted. So here you go, you run to Charon, and he's telling you something awesome about this game. The dark grass you see on the right, there's a chance, it doesn't always happen, but there's a chance that you'll run into a double battle. So that's good. And I'm just skipping by all the wild Pokemon battles, and here I just stumbled upon this by sheer luck. There's a rare candy right there in the grass, so make sure that you get that hidden item, because it's, you know, it's a rare candy, what's not to like? So, just make sure you pick that up. And if you want, you can level up your Pokemon with double battles. You can find the zebra guy in there, so if you want the electric zebra, then go ahead and search around for a while. So here we go. We get up against this trainer. She has a Woobat, and it can be kind of hard to kill, just because it knows so many different types of moves. And luckily for me, you know, it wasn't using Confusion right off the bat. It was using Assurance and Gust. And I didn't really know it had Confusion, so I left my rock guy in. But it's about to die, so just make sure you're aware of the moves it has, so you don't, you know, do something stupid like I did. So yeah, unfortunately for me, the Rock'n'Rolla, when you first catch it, it does not know any rock type moves. Its best move, as you saw me using, was Headbutt, and it learns Rock Blast in a few levels from that point. But just, you know, make sure you level it up so it gets Rock Blast before you do any serious battling with it, and then it can take care of itself. So here we go, I switched into my Fidub to finish it off with my Quick Attack, and a couple of my Pokemon are fainted, and from this point on you can dodge the trainers up until the Pokemon Center, and then backtrack. That's what I do. So here we go, I beat School Kid Marsha and got $260. That's good. I'm not sure how much, like, you know, how much the Poké Dollars would convert to real dollars, because that seems like a lot of money for a school kid to be carrying around with her. But whatever. So moving on, I'm trying to show you this item I'm about to pick up, but there's some wild Pokemon in the way. I have my Purloin in front of my party right now because I'm using that new Thief TM I got. Oh yeah, there's a Great Ball. Make sure you get that Great Ball, because, you know, they're really great. Yeah. So like I was saying, I have Purloin in front of my party. I gave it Thief, not only because it now has a Dark Stab move, but also because of its nice effect. With Thief, you can steal the item that the other Pokemon is holding. So it's a good thing to use early in the game if you want to collect some berries or something like that. And here you're going to see me use it on the Blitzel, after I get Quick Attack used on me. But here we go, I'm using Thief, and it doesn't really deal a whole lot of damage, but here's the little added bonus for facing wild Pokemon. As you saw, there was a little item bag, and I just stole his berry. So, depending on what Pokemon you're up against, you know, you can find out what items they're holding. And, oh yeah, one quick thing, make sure that the Pokemon using Thief, make sure it's not holding an item. Because if it's holding an item already, then you won't get the opponent's item. So, yeah, so if you feel like collecting berries, go ahead and spam Thief on every wild Pokemon you run into. And, you know, it can be useful. Lots of status berries, and an around berry here and there. And Audino has that, either that or a citrus berry, so especially if you run into Audino, you should be using Thief. Because the HP berries are, you know, they come in handy. So I'm just going to dodge everyone up until the Pokemon Center here, because I have, I think, 1 or 2 fainted guys and a couple weakened ones. So there's an Awakening there. Yeah, free item, go for it. And you can just, I'm checking for hidden items here, but I don't see anything. You get the dowsing machine pretty soon in the game, so you can always backtrack and see what you missed. And here's the little area that leads up to the next city you go to. It's where the second gym is. And I'm gonna look at the TV screen. Yeah, nothing really happens. It just, you know, changes the camera angle. So whatever. This guy's gonna ask me some very odd questions. If you want to play, which do you prefer, outside or at home? And I'm not really sure what neither would be. Because, I mean, if you're not outside or at your house, then I guess you'd be at your neighbor's house? I don't know. But anyway, he makes a statement about me. He draws a conclusion based on two completely random questions. And I'm not sure if that serves any kind of point in the game. But, I don't know. You can just ignore that guy. So here we go, I'm in the city. There's Charon, he's telling me things, and he gives you chesto berries, and those wake you up. So, they're not really useful at this point in the game, because nothing really knows sleep powder or hypnosis. So, whatever. Just hold on to him for now. And as he said, the gym leader uses normal types, so luckily for you, you can find a fighting type conveniently in the route ahead. So I'll show you that in a future video. Here we go, I'm just going to speed up through the Pokemon Center and backtrack to these trainer battles, just so you can see what they have. And here's this guy, School Kid Edgar, and he has two Pokemon. He has a Pidove. There's that one. And I'm going to use my Rock and Rolla against him. And like I said, I don't have Rock Blast yet, so all I can really do is Headbutt. But it's not a big deal, because, you know, all he has is Gust and Quick Attack, both of which really suck against this guy, so, you know, free experience, go for it, using Headbutt. And I just heard the door close. Whatever, if my mom comes in here, I will resume the recording, and you will never know that it happened. So, here we go. Using Headbutt. And we're just gonna, you know, get Gust used on you. It shouldn't take more than a few hits to kill, so just get through these battles. You know, it's always good to backtrack. Yeah, make sure you get all the trainer battles you can. Like, when I first started playing, I was a big fan of, you know, trying to avoid everyone like a ninja. And then I realized that I was seriously out-leveled for the gym battle. Yeah, so don't do that. Make sure you face all the trainers, because you get a lot more experience, and it will help you in the end. So just you know, make sure not to avoid anyone. So as you can see, the School Kid Edgar guy, he has the Rock type, and you know, my guy, you know, like I said, no stab moves, but he also does not have a ground move as of yet. So I had to switch out, because I'm not gonna, you know, do a headbutt and tackle battle with this guy. So I'm gonna use Vine Whip or Leaf Tornado, whatever I use. Brought it down to 1 health, and I'm gonna switch back to my Rock type, just because I want to give it some experience points. Yeah. So if you want to give anything experience, make sure you do that against these guys, because they'll be at 1 health, any move will kill it, and it's really slow anyway, so you should have the first move on it. So there we go. I can just use Tackle, you know, 1 health. So it's fainted, and I gain 101 experience. Awesome. And get some money, steal the kid's lunch money. Awesome. And that's it. So, yeah, the last battle, that took a long time, so I just skipped past it. So you know what to do, rate, comment, subscribe, all that. I'll have episode 8 up pretty soon, and I will see you guys later.